All the honor, all the praises, all the adorations in the world, in all the earth are due to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the beneficent and the merciful, the Master, the King, the Lord of the Day of Judgment. We thank Him for sparing our lives to witness another wonderful day in this glorious and holy month of Ramadan. We pray He preserves us to witness many more, inshallah. My name is Abdurrahman Idris, and I welcome you to the iBeauty Ramadan TV series with the best of all greetings by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On the show with me, as usual, is none other than the delectable
Charades is my name, and it is an absolute privilege to be here today.
Alhamdulillah. So, Ramadan is moving on, everything is going so fast, whether you're ready or not ready, it's going on. So, how have you been able to manage to maintain, many of the habits you've been able to inculcate in Ramadan?
For me is making use of idle time,
Okay.
or that time when you're looking to relax, So just making use of my idle time is how I've been able to make a couple of changes, and I hope I can continue to build on this. How about you?
Yeah, I think that's key. I also try to make use of my idle time because that's when I realized that I'm able to do more actually. So I do hope our viewers at home could also imbibe in this. Like she said, make use of your idle time. So let's get the show started with the recitation from the Holy Quran. Of course, this is the month of Ramadan, and this is brought to you by Fat Beams Petroleum in honor of our father, the late Al-Haji Abdul Fattah Ibn Salah. May Almighty Allah grant him Al-Jannah al-Firdaus.
And after that, we are going to be having the continuation of the Jannah series by Dr. Umar Suleiman.
So after that is the Ummah play. They've been giving us wonderful, fantastic, videos so far. I remember some of the things I saw on the Ummah play about the spoken words. It's been a while I actually heard spoken words, but because of the Ummah play, I heard some spoken words and it inspired me. So I believe for folks at home, if you don't have the Ummah app already, please download the app. It's the #1 Muslim companion out there. If you don't have it on your phone already, I'll urge you to please download it. So please stick around with us. iBeauty returns, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين. وقلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة وكلا منها رغضا حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكونا من الظالمين. فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما مما كانا فيه وقلنا اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو ولكم في الأرض مستقر ومتاع إلى حين. فتلقى آدم من ربه كلمات فتاب عليه إنه هو التواب الرحيم.
In this season of Ramadan, let us embrace the spirit of compassion, forgiveness, generosity, and self-discipline. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our ibadah as we strive to become better versions of ourselves. May our hearts be filled with mercy, our souls with kindness, and may our politeness take over our arrogance. Ramadan Mubarak to you all from Viva.
The gardens of Jannah in this world are two. They're the gardens in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is remembered, and they are the gardens in which someone else is remembered for the sake of Allah. Now, what do I mean by that? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the circles of knowledge in this life are gardens of paradise. How so? Allah is praising you, the angels are praising you, and you are dwelling in a place where your name is only being increased in rank. Similarly, the Prophet ﷺ said that when you go and visit a sick person, 70,000 angels accompany you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifts you with a garden of many fruits in Jannah. So subhanAllah, people carry flowers to visit the sick here and let them know that they're in their thoughts and prayers. And Allah, who is never outdone in goodness, gives those who visit the sick unimaginable gardens of flowers that cannot even be perceived in this world. So when you remember Allah, or you remember someone else for the sake of Allah, your gardens of paradise are only expanding. So you have your palace and you come outside and you don't have to worry about the weather being bad. It's beautiful weather in Jannah. But before we talk about the gardens themselves, what are the other properties that you own besides your palace? Because remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not just give you your own place to dwell, but structures of beauty all around you. So you go outside and what do you see? You see the khiyam, which are tents or pavilions that serve primarily as the guest houses. And Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said that these pavilions are different from the ghuraf, from the apartments and from the palaces. They are pavilions that are situated in the gardens and on the beaches and the riverfronts of Jannah. And the pavilions are for guests and for enjoyment. So Imam Ibn Abi Dunya rahimahullah, he explains it in this way. He says that all of the heavenly creatures reside in these guest homes, and the palaces are where only the believers live. So this is what is built for the believers, by the believers, with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now subhanAllah, when you think about exotic destinations in this world, they always have a few things. They always have beautiful sand, they've got grass, and they've got water. And the theme of Jannah is indeed Jannat, these incredible gardens that never cease to amaze the eye and offer absolute comfort. And you have all the time in the world. So a person could stop and admire a flower for 100 years and completely be unworried about time. So let's start with just the ground of Jannah, or its soil. So you got the homes, the guest homes, and now you're looking into your gardens. The Prophet ﷺ said that the gravel of Jannah is pearl and ruby, and that the dirt of Jannah is saffron. In another narration, the Prophet ﷺ said, its dirt is saffron, but its soil is musk. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, he reconciles this by saying that while the color is saffron, the fragrance is musk, and of course Jannah has variety. And he said this is the best combination because it's the best of beauty and radiance. And in some narrations, the Prophet ﷺ mentions the grounds being pure white musk. So again, more than one surface, and each one being more beautiful than the other. And in the famous hadith of Ibrahim alayhi salam giving advice on dhikr, on the remembrance of Allah, which we will get to, he said that the plains of Jannah are white musk with fine grains. So imagine sandy white beaches, but imagine now that the beaches have a smell. And we understand it better when we look at the Prophet ﷺ's journey on the night of Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. He said alayhi salatu wasalam that when Jibreel alayhi salam would strike the ground in paradise, the fragrance would come out. So imagine that with every step in paradise, a fragrance is elicited, just making it so much more beautiful. The feel of the soil on your feet, how it smells, how it looks, all of that is Jannah, all of that is pleasure. And in one hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said that the ground of paradise is white. And in one narration, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned hills and dunes of camphor. And he said, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that people gather around these hills and dunes, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends upon them, while they are gathered, breezes of mercy that continue to diffuse upon them the fragrance of the musk of Jannah. Now, when the Sahaba used to hear of these gardens, they knew that the gardens of this world meant nothing compared to them. When Abu Talha radiallahu ta'ala anhu heard, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ, that you will not achieve righteousness or its reward being Jannah until you spend of that which you love most. So he comes to the Prophet ﷺ and he says, Ya Rasulullah, I have this garden of mine in Medina, and it is the most prized garden in Medina. It was a garden in front of the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ known as Bi'ruha, and it had all sorts of springs and trees. And Abu Talha said, I couldn't think of anything more beloved to me than this, so I'm giving away this garden, because he was seeking that garden in Jannah. And when Abu Dahdah radiallahu ta'ala anhu heard, مَنْ ذَا الَّذِي يُقْرِضُ اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا فَيُضَاعِفَهُ لَهُ, who will loan to Allah a beautiful loan so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will multiply it and grant him a generous reward. He immediately comes to the Prophet ﷺ and he says, here is a garden with 600 palm trees, and I'm giving it for this garden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when he comes to his garden to tell his wife that he donated it, his wife was picking dates with their son, and he says, Ya Dahdah, O Dahdah, leave this garden, for I sold it for a garden in Jannah. And she starts knocking the dates out of her son's hand, saying, Rabih al-bay', Rabih al-bay', Rabih al-bay', that this is a profitable trade, this is a profitable trade, this is a profitable trade. And the Prophet ﷺ says in amazement of this, how many bundles of date palms are there in Jannah? For Abu Dahdah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Now, how many gardens of Jannah do you sit in terms of gardens of knowledge? And how many gardens of Jannah do you make yourself by visiting the forgotten? And how many gardens of Jannah have you purchased by donating the goods of this world?
يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي.
In this season of Ramadan, let us embrace the spirit of compassion, forgiveness, generosity, and self-discipline. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our ibadah as we strive to become better versions of ourselves. May our hearts be filled with mercy, our souls with kindness, and may our politeness take over our arrogance. Ramadan Mubarak to you all from Viva.
your slumber, amazed and adazed by the sounds of the horn and its thunder. You are naked, dirt covering your eyes, just like the seed from a tree. You have come back alive. You can taste the contents of your soul as they have passed in through your nose, filling your body whole like poison. Behold, crowds start rushing towards the caller without any delay. The disbelievers will say, today is a hard day. But did they not see this coming? Did no warner come their way? What was the world they lived in but mere seconds of play? They are running, pushing their way, wave after wave. The slogan of today is nafsi, nafsi, move, get out of my way. You are scared as you watch the hair of little children turning gray, pregnant women dropping their loads with no remorse for where they came, filled with rage and dismay. Everybody's in a drunken state without a sip of alcohol, but they still all look the same. Every class, every culture, every skin tone, every race, barefoot, naked, and uncircumcised, just like the way they came. But how can this be? Mountains no longer peak, the earth now flat, nations humble to their knees. You start to cry until all your tears are gone. Then you will cry blood as you stare up into the sun. It is so close, feels like just a mile away. The agony and pain, but it's too late for you to pray. You are sweating so much that it covers your entire face. Feels like you are drowning in your sins as the heat burns away. Reality has made its way. Today is that day. Damn the devil and his ways, for surely he did lead astray. Your soul begins to quiver as you watch dictators turn to splinters. The arrogant of this world looking like ants in the winter. A terrifying darkness surrounds former oppressors. The banner of betrayers waving high in succession. They took no heed of these lessons. They paid him no mind, turned away from his signs, so Allah rose them blind. Walking on their faces, shackles seizing them in rows. Their faces will be blackened, but this is the path that they chose. You hear them say, if only we would flee and return to our lives indeed, we would have been amongst those righteous ones who believed. But Allah knows the lies they speak, they would still return to the heat. Their closest friends will be their enemies, joining them in their defeat. We will bear our own burdens on the day the world's complete. Your own mother stops to plead, please give me some deeds. Your own father will flee, please move from me. You will cut off every branch from your entire family tree, every single piece, until the moment that was guaranteed, when the scales will be set and the book of all your deeds will be retrieved for you to see, indeed ready to receive the results of your plea. The day of judgment shall now proceed.
Welcome back. This is still the iBeauty Ramadan series, and we hope you enjoyed the segment you just watched. As also learn a thing or two, actually more than a thing or two, as I've been able to pick up. It's about that time now for us to go for Charades, where we have Abdurrahman go onto the streets and have our brothers and sisters act and guess, and we see different kind of guessing skills as well as acting skills, and you're sure to learn something in this particular one. So do well to sit back and enjoy.
So after that will be the Shepherd's Cave, brought to you by Lotus Bang. So please pay attention, sit back, relax, take notes. We'll be right back. iBeauty returns. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's your favorite boy Abdurrahman Idris on the street, and this is Charades. On Charades, we pick a pair on the street. We give one of them a word to act, describe without talking, and the other tries to guess correctly what he thinks that person is trying to describe. Within 1 minute, yes, the word for today is Medina. Medina, yeah. Even to me, I know it's quite difficult, but I might give them a clue to help them. You know, maybe tell them it's a location they're trying to describe. But let's see how, if that's going to be helpful or not so helpful. Don't forget that this segment is proudly brought to you by Right Fruit, makers of Biggie Drinks, Fearless Energy Drinks, White and Biggie Sausages. So join me in the street and let's see how they perform. Salam alaikum. My name is Abdurrahman, and what's your name? Okay.
I'm Fadila.
See, we're not fighting. I'm not fighting, it's just game. Oh. So now, I'm ready. I'm not fighting, no, please. So I've told Sister Shakira a word now. So she has 1 minute to describe that word for you. She can't talk. But I need you also, within that 1 minute, to try to guess correctly what you think Sister Shakira is trying to describe for you. Yeah, are you ready for that? Are you ready also? Okay, please, no talking, no lip movement as well. Bismillah.
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool.
Circle. All. God, I beg.
God, I beg, who go help? Whatever is coming to your mind, just be saying it. Who knows might be correct? You have 1 minute, 5 seconds more.
The whole world. As-salat, prayer.
If it's wrong, you do like this.
As-salat, prayer. Muslims all over the world.
Yes, that's good. Keep guessing. You might be correct.
Praying, prayer, salat.
Something else that might be helpful. Hey. Hey. Okay, no, let me help you because she's not really giving that acting well. She's trying to describe a place for you. A place. It's about a place. Oh yeah.
Masjid, mosque.
It's correct. You like this. If it's wrong, you like this. She said it's not the mosque. It's not the mosque. Where do you think she's describing to? Where could be of importance to us? That you think she's describing to?
Mecca.
Give you a clue. Keep going. Keep acting. Keep acting. If it's wrong, do like this.
Mecca.
She said it's not Mecca.
Jannah.
Hey, no, you have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Grave.
4, no, 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately, time is up. You were close.
Ikeja. Summer.
You don't do like this. You have 15 seconds more.
Aeroplane.
Aeroplane call. What are aeroplane might be in Los Ibiton so you. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8.
One round.
6,
Round.
4, 3,
Time up. Who tried? Yeah, who tried? If you don't describe it, you're going to call. Tẹ́ bá ti gbà answer yẹn, ó tún fẹ́ mú yín lọ síbi kan, ó mú yín lọ rìn àjò ni. What did we tell you to describe? Medina. So mú yín lọ rìn àjò pé aeroplane. Ẹ lọ Mecca, ẹ yípo Kaaba. Kẹ́yìn bá sọ Mecca, a sọ fún yín pé okay. A tún wá yín wá nǹkan tó tún ẹ tún sọ pé Medina. So from right foot, this is for you. And this is for you, sir.
Jazakumullah khairan.
Jazakumullah khairan, right.
And it's a wrap on today's episode. Yes, I know Medina was going to be very difficult for them to get. Nobody got the answer, correct? But yeah, I know it was hard anyway, and that's why we give them the clue. Assuming your favorite boy, Abdurrahman Idris on the street, and this is Charades. Until we come your way again, masalam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shepherd's Cave, a segment where business owners pitch their businesses to shepherds in the cave for a life-changing opportunity to access investment funds of up to 30 million naira. My name is Maimuna Ajetumobi. But before we go into the cave to join the entrepreneur who would be on the hot seat, let's go for a short break. We will be right back. Welcome back to Shepherd's Cave. This empowering segment is sponsored by Lotus Bank. Tijara Scale Concept is a palm oil sales and distribution company in Lagos, and their purpose is to provide quality, unadulterated palm oil for Lagos State residents at competitive prices. Let us join them in the cave and hear them pitch their business to the shepherds.
My name is Wasi Ibrahim. I'm the founder of Tijara Scale Concepts. The company started in 2020. Basically, what we do is to offer sourcing as a service. We source agro commodities from the rural part of the country, and we interface with the buyers in the cities. Our clients cut across multinational companies, agro processing companies, wholesalers and retailers. Due to our population, the numbers are there and you can easily penetrate. There's an easy penetration. So what we started was, okay, let's look for a product that has high demand, and then the demand is rolling throughout the year. So we settle for palm oil. One of the challenges of retailers and wholesalers in cities is that because of the distance between the production site and the buying point, there is a lot of things that happen. In between, you have adulteration. So that our core thing is to get palm oil that are not adulterated. They are high grade, they are high quality, and they are food grade. What we're asking now is 3 million naira And the breakdown is 2.3 million for 100 kegs, 300,000 naira is for warehousing, 200,000 naira is for marketing, and 150,000 naira is for miscellaneous.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's good that you have refocused the business now. So you are targeting just the direct sales to the wholesalers.
Yes.
Okay. The area I see you creating value is ensuring that the palm oil is not adulterated.
Yes.
So just very briefly, give us an insight into how you are keeping tab on the supply chain to ensure that at no point do you have adulteration.
The process we have put in place is to ensure that, number one, we source directly from the palm oil mills. Okay. You understand? So where the adulteration comes in is not from the mill. It's after they buy from the mill, in between that, before it gets to the wholesalers or retailers.
Your gross profit percentage on your revenue is a bit worrisome. And I'm wondering how you will make money, because your gross profit is not going to be more than 7%. So by the time you take away your expenses, you will have to pay tax and so on. There will be little or no profit. So I'm just wondering, why is your gross profit so low at 5.9 million, not even up to 5 million? Why is it so low?
The first thing is that we're being conservative in terms of the figures so that we don't overshoot expectations of the revenues and all. So the base profit which I projected there is 750 naira per keg. But by the time we're moving into Q2, the profit on a keg can be as much as 1,500, sometimes 2,000, sometimes 3,000. Because at that time, palm oil is very scarce.
So I think that leads to her question about your gross margin, which I think is very low. You are trying to provide a premium service, that's the quality of the product, and you're also trying to reduce the costs. How do you want to keep the two together? You want to reduce the cost in the market, and you also want to keep the quality high. And don't forget, you are going to incur costs, because if you buy at the time when there's too much of supply, you want to keep till when it is scarce. You're going to be incurring some cost of storage. So how do you want to balance those things to make money eventually?
For now, we want to go into the market and establish that really we have access to premium products, and then we can supply, we can give them. But where we're going to is really offering a service.
In your submission, I see a need for a clearly defined positioning for your brand. But now I look at your marketing budget, you've actually estimated about 200,000 for a year. Can you tell us what are the kind of marketing you intend to deploy?
There is something called search engine optimization, SEO, when you actually write posts in a way that keywords that people use to search, and you write your post around that. So when people when they search, that's what they find. So marketing will be, we are running Facebook ads, running Instagram ads, running Google ads.
I just did an off-the-cuff computation now, and I saw that you are looking at selling 100 kegs, or rather buying 100 kegs if you get the 3 million. And on that, you will barely make 1 million. And that 1 million will not cover logistics, warehousing, marketing, miscellaneous. In fact, you will end up making a loss of about 80-something thousand on the 3 million that you are looking for. So there's a problem with the way with the bottom line, mainly with your gross profit. There's a problem
and that's
with
clearly based on this projection that you have stated yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't hide enough.
So the 3 million, if it is given to you, you're going to return negative on it.
There's opportunity, but you need to be able to convince us how do you want to optimize that value. to actually get profit in that space. You understand? I think there is need for you to work more on that. So I'm presenting to us.
I think that will be all for now. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Good presentation, good concept. Show us the bottom line. Thank you very much.
As usual, that was an intense session in the cave. 30 million naira is not being, so the shepherds have to make sure that whoever would have access to the funds at the end of the day, they are well deserving of it. That is all we have for this episode. Join us tomorrow, inshallah, for another amazing episode of Shepherd's Cave, proudly sponsored by Lotus Bank. My name is Maimuna Ajitumobi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
You're welcome back from that very educative segment. I hope you took note like I advised. I hope you've been learning a whole lot. Who knows, you might have to face off with one of the giants of the industry in an elevator or somewhere. And, you know, the skills that you're learning here will help you. So we'll be moving on with iRiddles. Yes, iRiddles is one of our street engagement segments where we go into the street and riddle them.
And after that, we are going to be having the iBeauty Cocktail Lounge. I know that particular one is refreshed by malted Guinness. We have amazing recipes and cocktails. I could not imagine that you could make all of that. And also that segment comes with a style fusion where Maimuna takes you on a journey to, you know, staying classy and elegant. And she gives you a couple of people to either follow, to check them out, and they are going to change your styling game. Yeah. That segment also comes with a viral video, and the video could be inspiring, it could be educative, but it promises to be fun. You're going to learn something. And it's about that time for us to go on the break, and we'll be back, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yep, it's me again, your favorite boy on the street, Abdul Rahman, and this is Viva iRiddles. So today's scenario is we're trying to get this to Viva Land. You have to cross this river with a boat, but the boat can only take one item at a time. You'll be like, but take one at a time. Let me tell you the implication. If I should take the lion first, before I get back, the chicken would have eaten the corn. If I should take the corn first, before we get back, the lion would have eaten the chicken. So, it's such a big dilemma, right? Let's go into the streets and check our brothers and sisters and see if they can help us out of this dilemma we're in.
I'll go first again with the chicken, and next I would go with the...
So you've dropped the chicken?
Yes.
You are back now?
Back now, lion and the corn.
So what would you go with next?
I'll go with the lion, then I would come back with the chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with the lion.
After you've dropped
the lion, I'll drop
the chicken first.
The chicken first.
You now go with the lion.
The lion, drop the lion and go, then come back with the chicken.
Okay.
Yes, so leaving the lion alone. So when I get here, yeah, I drop the chicken. Okay, then I pick the corn. I go back with the corn. I drop the corn, and then I come back to pick the chicken and drop the chicken.
That's wonderful! Wow.
Yeah.
I'll take lion first.
Okay, you take lion first.
I take the lion first.
But ma, if you take the lion first, before you come back, the chicken has eaten the corn.
Wow, it's true.
Yeah.
So I can't take two at a time.
The boat will capsize. You can't take two at a time, just one at a time. Fatima, you've tried, but time is up.
Taking the chicken first, the lion cannot eat the corn. So coming back, I'm going to take the lion.
Okay.
So dropping the lion, I'm coming back with the chicken. Dropping the chicken, I'm carrying the corn straight to the Viva Land. And once I drop the chicken in the Viva Land, I'm leaving the lion and the corn in the Viva Land. So coming back, I'm coming empty-handed. So I'm coming to carry the chicken alone. I'm bringing it to Viva Land.
That's wonderful. Straight on, correct answer.
Let me try.
Yeah,
I'm still insisting of taking lion.
If you take lion, you know go see corn again. No, chicken has eaten the corn. You take the corn first. No chicken again. Lion has eaten the chicken.
So what is the answer?
That is why I'm asking you. What is the answer?
When I take the chicken, cross to the Viva land,
Yeah.
after that, I will take the corn to the Viva land. Then the last one is the lion.
By the time we go back for the lion, the chicken has eaten the corn.
Really confusing.
Really
I don't know how to solve this issue.
You don't know how to solve it?
Really.
So are you tapping out? Unfortunately, he's tapping out. He's tapping out.
Really?
Let me explain to you what we're going to do. First, we'll take the chicken to Viva Land. Then you go back for the corn. But you take that chicken that you have dropped first. You take the chicken back with you. When you drop the chicken, you now take a lion. Go back there. Drop the lion. You now have lion and the corn. You now go back again empty-handed for your chicken. And you now take the chicken. That's how you transport all three items at the same time. Aspera is rewarding you with this.
Okay.
You're having this from Viva.
Wow.
This and gold because you're the first person to get the answer correctly. And you got the correct answer. This is also for you.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
Shout out to Viva. Thank you so much for these gifts. I'm so happy.
From Viva.
Thank you, Viva. Plus, I'm using Viva and I like the gold too.
Thank you very much, Viva. I appreciate this a lot. Thank you very much.
That is a very, very, very good detergent. So I've been using it. And I like everything about Viva.
Wow.
Viva, I like it.
I really appreciate, and I think Viva is the best thing that we have to be using it all the time.
All the time.
So we really appreciate. Thank you.
All right. That brings us to the end of Viva Riddles. Do not forget that this segment is proudly brought to you by Aspera, makers of Viva Plus Gold Detergent, Viva Plus Detergent Powder, Viva Plus Laundry Sanitizer Detergent Powder. Until I meet you on the street again, please keep cracking. Please keep buzzing. I still remain Abdurrahman Idris. Masalam.
What is your definition of a lit day? For me, every day comes with its own vibe. Some days you just want to have fun with your besties. Other days you just want to chill and finish that series. Some days are for rolling up your sleeves and beating down those market prices, while some days are for the family and those naughty nephews and nieces. Luckily, we can enjoy these days and live life to the fullest, knowing that Viva is there to keep us spotlessly clean every day.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another refreshing episode of the iBeauty Cocktail Lounge, refreshed by Malta Guinness. My name is Maimuna Ajetumobi. Just like I've been saying in previous episodes, you stand a chance of winning a goodie bag from this segment. All you have to do is recreate what we'll be creating today. Put up a picture of you enjoying your ice cold Malta Guinness. Go to Instagram, tell us how else you enjoy your Malta Guinness beyond just drinking it. Get creative, wow us and put something on Instagram. Tag at iBeauty Inspire and use the hashtag Ramadan with Malta. Makari, what's up?
Good.
So what are we doing today?
We'll be making a Malta yogurt.
Like span yogo, super yogo. So what are we going to use?
We'll be using the drinkable yogurts.
Okay.
So we have different types of yogurt. So we're using the drinkable yogurt,
Okay.
strawberry, and our Malta Guinness. Strawberry puree. You can as well use your fresh strawberry. Or in this case, yeah. So you model it, but I'll be using my already modeled strawberry.
This just makes it
25
faster.
ml. Yes, make it faster.
25 ml equivalent to what
Like
measurement for spoon?
two spoon.
Okay.
So while I pour this, I'm gonna stir down. Okay, then pass more ice.
Ice as usual.
No, basically, these are things people usually do, but people don't really take it. People don't really see it as a cocktail or a mocktail. So
Just
what I
regular
do is,
drinking.
Yeah, regular drinking. So so if I'm giving them difficult stuffs like, going to it will be
The
difficult
proper
for people.
mixologist space.
So if I'm going advanced, so it will be difficult for people to make this.
keep
So
up. Alright.
that's my idea of this. And especially the Ramadan period, people
Yeah,
want something
fast
that
for
can actually
Sahur
do
and
on time.
Iftar. Just do it and bounce.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay. Wow. But then this looks great regardless.
All right. So, as my Malta, you go.
All right. Moment of truth. All right. Let's do this. You guys, this is nice. It has the obviously yogurt feel. I can taste the strawberry. I can taste the malt agnes. It's just this infusion that happens, and it's just great. We will go on a short break now. The iBeauty Cocktail Lounge. We'll be right back.
Drop of goodness in everyone. Share goodness with someone today. Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
Welcome back to the iBeauty Cocktail Lounge, refreshed by Malta Guinness. Now I have good news for you. If you want to watch Islamic content 247, we have a channel dedicated to that specially for you. The Ramadan pop-up channel, channel 196 on GSTV. Tune in beyond Sahur in the afternoon, while you're working, while you're chilling. Listen to halal contents all through. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, if you want to win a gift bag, something like this on this segment, all you have to do is 1, recreate what we have done today, 2, share a picture of you or a video of you enjoying your ice-cold Malta Guinness, 3, let us know the different ways you use Malta Guinness beyond drinking. 4, you can just get creative. Wow us. Tag at iBeauty Inspire on Instagram and use the hashtag Ramadan with Malta. Now to the next segment, Style Fusion. This segment is proudly brought to you by Pearls by Ray, a modest fashion brand on Instagram, caters to Muslimah, different dresses, 2 pieces. Just go and shop till you drop. Eid is closer than you think. Today on Style Fusion, I'm going to be talking about halal beautification. You know, when you want to go for weddings, when you have special events and you want to draw henna. Henna by Hafsati is a brand on Instagram that caters to that. Halal beautification, beautiful designs. They also do bridal packages, which means that when you want to get married, you can call on them to come and glam you and your squad up. And one more extra thing, they draw henna on every part of the body. Wink, wink. And that is all I have for you on the iBeauty Cocktail Lounge for today. Join me tomorrow for another refreshing segment. Remember, this entire segment is sponsored by Malta Guinness, bringing you a whole world of goodness on the iBeauty Cocktail Lounge today. As usual, I will leave you with an interesting viral video. My name is Maimuna Ajit Mobi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya salat, hayya salat, hayya salat.
drop of goodness in everyone. Share goodness with someone today. Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
Welcome back. This is still the iBeauty Ramadan series. I can't be looking all this amazing and not give
Credits
kudos
to whom credit is due.
Absolutely. Look at this gorgeous two-piece. It is from Pearls by Ray. And if you're looking to take your style game from here to here, like be elegant, be stylish, be classy, they are your plug for modest and gorgeous, gorgeous wears.
So we are coming to the concluding end of the series. Of course, as usual, we'll be leaving you with iRhymes. Fortunately, we can't give you as much iRhymes as we want here. If you want a whole lot more, check us out on our DSTV channel at channel 196, the Ramadan pop-up channel, dedicated just for you for Ramadan, exclusive 24 hours. You have lots and lots and lots of nasheed to keep you occupied all through the day, 24/7. And of course, for those who have not been able to keep up with our program due to one reason or the other, of course, you can always check us out on our YouTube page at iBeauty Islam if you miss any episodes. We also premiere every new episode every day, 8 p.m. on YouTube. So, of course, you don't get to miss anything. What I'll advise you, as usual, is please share that link to as many as possible. Your Facebook friends, your TikTok friends, your Instagram friends, your WhatsApp friends, instead of those long BCs. Share this link to them to delight their day.
And of course, we come to the end of the show. I remain your sister, Umar Suleiman, and
your brother, Abdurrahman Idris. Until we meet again, inshallah.
OVMA.
Oh, I wish you were here.
I'm always with you.
But it's not the same without you.
Don't beat that. MTN 5G's amazing technology will change how we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible. And remember, no be juju, na MTN 5G.